Time now for Media Watch. A look at what's been making news in the Chinese media. 3 minors have been sentenced for murder and rape by Beijing's #1 intermediate court. The China Daily reports the 3 underage suspects were convicted of robbing and killing a pair of university sweethearts in April, then raping the body of the girl. The minors range in age from 15 to 17. The verdict follows a previous ruling by the court earlier this month in which the 20-year-old ringleader behind the attack was sentenced to death. The 16 and 17-year-old offenders received life sentences, and the 15-year-old was given 15 years behind bars because he was only convicted of robbery. The Yangtze Evening Post has the story of a man in that city who's appealing a court decision making him liable for more than $14,000 in the case of his friend's death. The man escorted his drunken colleague home and dropped him off around 30 yards from his front door, but the intoxicated man never made it inside. He was found dead outside his front door, having succumbed to exposure. The court ruled against the man who took him home, saying he failed to perform to carry out his duty properly. However, the paper adds that the plaintiff has filed an appeal against the verdict. The Qingtao Morning News reports that a heavy smoker in the Shantung provincial capital was hospitalized recently for nicotine poisoning. The avid puffer had smoked 47 cigarettes in just 2 hours. The tobacco binge came after he'd been fired from his job for smoking and leaving burn marks in the clothes he was making. His furious father then decided to try to get his son to quit by ordering him to smoke until he vomited. The man was taken to a hospital where he was treated and then released. If you've ever been curious about what it's like to experience an earthquake, you can head down to the Jianquan Museum in Jiangxi Province. The Huaxi Metropolitan Daily says the province Tayi County is building a 1,000 square yard earthquake simulator at the museum. It includes furniture that will slide and topple, though presumably not on top of visitors. The fake quake room is being built as an educational experience to help people learn how to survive a real earthquake. The South China Morning Post says subway commuters had a pleasant surprise this weekend as a group of more than 60 people dressed in Santa Claus suits piled onto Beijing trains singing Christmas carols. The paper says the Santas, both Chinese and expats, were celebrating in the city as part of the annual SantaCon. This describes itself as a non-profit, non-political, non-religious Santa Claus bar crawl held in cities worldwide. One participant, who would only identify himself as Santa, said social networking in Santa costumes is part of the attraction of the Yuletide charade. And that's today's Media Watch. And in fact, that is all for the team here at BON News for now. Thanks for watching and see you next.